All right, let's move on to Uncounted Horrors. These are the Kickstarter exclusive pieces. And we've got some really fun stuff in this one too. Okay. Let's see what we got. First of all, once again, some really cool art by, I believe his name is pronounced Chong Yuan. I'm sorry if I just butchered that. So we've got the rule book. And cool pictures inside it. And in the back, so there's also a few more special rules because there's some special rules specifically for this. In the back, you have the true ending scenario. Don't play this until you've beat the game. The core game comes first, then this one. Don't ruin it for yourself. This story is a lot of fun. So we've got more cards, lots more cards. We have a new tile. So let's take a look at this tile real fast. Now this tile, you'll notice there's only one. This is the tile that you use for the true ending scenario. So this is going to be a cool scenario. I don't want to ruin anything for you guys, but it's the intensity level will be through the roof, I have a feeling. So some really cool tokens. Huge fan of these things. Look at those. That is so cool. Okay. Let's open the cards real fast. Then we'll get into the fun stuff. Yeah, we've got character cards again. Amanda Weaver. Look familiar? No, she doesn't. Charles Ryan. Probably one of my favorites here. We've got David and Jacob Clark, Pris. Monster cards. Thirster. Atrocity. Ravenous. We saw Ravenous already. There's a reason. Mutilation. Mutilation. Oh, yeah. Glutton. Cannibal. And Remains. All right, let's take a look. We've got some more item cards. A lot of games have revolvers, but do many games have revolvers that look like this? Oh, okay guys. I know a lot of you were asking about this. The KS Squad card, there it is. Let's read what it does. During your activation, you may remove this card from the game to search and draw a card from the search deck or the search card discard pile. If you draw from the search deck, shuffle the search deck thereafter. So this is actually an immensely powerful card, and this is thanks to you guys. So thanks for being awesome backers. We've got just a couple of Madness cards. And then we have a bunch of the mission cards. Telling you what's going on during that final one. And then once again, these little cards are just the activation cards to go with the activation cards and the monster cards. Yeah, showing you where they're spawning. Okay, let's get into the fun stuff. Only one level of minis on this one. Dang! Oh, but what minis they are. Okay, so we've got Glutton. And we've got Thirster. And Thirster becomes Glutton as you play the game. So these are actually kind of the same character. It's just that this is like the advanced form. Oh man, what's this guy's name? He is the advanced form of the Atrocity. Yes, the Atrocity. He is the advanced form of Agony. So he's pretty messed up. Cannibal. This is the advanced form of Ravenous. That's why there was that Ravenous card in there, is because when you're playing with Cannibal, Ravenous acts a little bit differently than in the normal game. So let's see here. We've got, let's save those. We're going to save those. Let's look in the bag of goodies, because I have a feeling there's going to be some fun ones in here. Yes. The 3D sculpted spawn markers. It's like an evil little starfish. Those are fun. Oh! We'll get into him in a minute. So here are the activation and devour track markers. This weird little dude who's like doing something. He's becoming something he didn't want to be. And then we have the sphere. That's right, folks. We have the actual sphere right here, except, you know, it's hollow and broken, and that's not really how the sphere looks. But in any case, this thing is for the devour track. So lots of fun stuff here. Let's get all those out of the way. There's a lot of these little devour markers, and they are cool. They are a lot of fun. Okay, we'll do heroes first. Okay, so here's Steven. Not to be confused with the hero from Half-Life, of course. We have, here we go. Here's Amanda Weaver. And she comes with this other little guy who was in the bag, John the cat, because it's awesome. So, and these two work in conjunction, and the way that they work together is very, very cool. So you guys are going to have a ton of fun with that. Okay, here's one that everyone has been wanting to see. Here is David. So it's one of the only miniatures we hadn't really shown so far. And here he is. He does exist, and he's cool. He looks good. And here's the other one that you hadn't really seen so far, and that's Pris. And Pris looks really good too. Lots of detail on these things. Like a surprising amount of detail, considering that they are that they're still pre-assembled plastic miniatures. Oh, and her name escapes me. She is Dakota Jansen. So she's the cop. Okay. And then we have Jacob Clark. If he looks familiar to you, it's a trick. Don't worry about it. And here is Charles Ryan, who is one of my absolute favorite characters. I love this guy. And some people thought his legs looked too small. He actually, it looks like they might have beefed him up a little bit for the final plastic. I'm not positive about that. But it doesn't really matter anyways. Charles was ripped apart by the Lang Corporation and shoved inside this machine. So he's kind of like our RoboCop slash cyborg slash whatever. So he's really awesome. And then we have some self-destruct devices. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but these might come in really handy for a couple scenarios. Okay, so now we'll get to him in a sec. So we have what I believe the official title was, Weird Cthulhu-like Statue. And that's, once again, a lot of detail. Really cool. And here is the weird statue, which I believe will come into play if you got Rise of Dagon, which we will get to in just a second here. And that is bad. In case you haven't noticed, I'm kind of a freak for this sort of stuff. So here he is, boys and girls. Here is mutilation and all its glory. Messed up? You better believe it. I mean, seriously. It like takes substance to an entirely new level. This thing is cool. So, that's it for the Uncounted Horrors box. I'll put this stuff away, and we'll move on to the next one.
It's nighttime in the deep. Of course, it's always nighttime. We're at the bottom of the ocean. But still, it's quiet. Too quiet. It's almost like, holy horse riders, what is that? I was wrong, run away.